which student ID number is 6325061, and I am from class 632A05, majoring in accounting for the advanced English course. Today, I would like to deliver a speech about how I changed my bad habit. There was a time when I seriously doubted, could I actually change my bad habits? Especially my tendency to underestimate things and put them off until the very last minute. That habit made me more and more lazy, particularly when it came to college assignment. I could start a task just half an hour before the submission deadline. And of course, it always ended the same way, rushing, panicking, and dreading the possibility of not making it in time. It wasn't just assignment either. I'd also neglect household chores that were long overdue. But over time, I managed to slowly change that habit. It sounds easy, but if you only try it once or twice and can stay consistent, it becomes even harder. And yes, that's the key, intention and consistency. One thing that really helped me was giving myself reminders that made me feel a sense of urgency or panic, like this assignment needs to get done soon, even if the deadline feels far away. This professor is strict about submission. That kind of self-suggestion works to push your mind and your body to actually start moving. Besides that, you can also make a task calendar or a to-do list in your phone's notes app or a diary to figure out what to tackle first, either the one with the closest deadlines or the one that's the most complex. For example, task A has a deadline of less than a week, and task B has a deadline of 2 weeks, but is the harder or more complicated one. I choose to work on task A first so I can get it on, then approach task B with more calmly and thoroughly. This approach works the same way for the cleaning the house. My go-to reminder is the faster I clean up, the sooner I get laid down and watch Netflix. It sounds simple, but honestly, it works for me. That's how I deal with my habit of procrastinating. It's not instant or perfect change, but what matters is the progress. If you're serious and consistent about it, you can definitely change for the better. That is all from my speech about changing bad habit. Thank you. Now, I am going to explain the material about comparison, or what we call degrees of comparison. In this presentation, I will cover three levels: positive, comparative, and superlative degree. Let's get started! First, let me explain what degrees of comparison actually is. This is an English grammar rule used to express comparisons. This grammar used to compare the level of intensity, quantity, or quality of one thing with another. In degrees of comparison, the adjective or adverb will change its form according to the level of the comparison. The function of degrees of comparison is used when we want to compare one thing with another. Degrees of comparison have three levels, which are positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Now I'm going to positive degree. The first level is called the positive degree. We use this level we want to say that two people or things are equal or at the same level. Because both things are the same, we use the pattern S plus adjective or adverb plus S. For example, look at Lorna and Greta on the slide. If they are equally beautiful, we say Lorna is as beautiful as Greta. Another example, if both of them are the same height, we say Lorna is as tall as Greta. And for an adverb, she runs as fast as her sister, meaning both of them run at the same speed. So the key formula here is subject plus to be plus s plus us plus adjective plus us plus subject. Another formula is subject plus verb plus us plus adverb plus us plus subject. Next, we have comparative degree. This one is used when we are comparing two people or things and one of them is more or less than the other. It is no longer equal, there is a clear difference between the two. The pattern changes here for short adjective or adverb. Usually one syllable we add "er" at the end and then add "then" after it. For example, Greta is taller than Lorna, meaning Greta's height is greater than Lorna's. She looks happier than before. But if adjective is longer, the two or more syllables, instead of adding "er", we put the word more in front of the adjective. For example, a hotel is more comfortable than a tent. The sun shines more brightly than the moon. So the four sentence patterns are subject to be adjective plus er plus then plus subject. The second is subject plus verb plus adverb plus er plus then plus s subject. The third is subject plus to be plus more plus adjective plus then plus s subject. The last is subject plus verb plus more plus adverb plus then plus subject. The last level is the superlative degree. This is used when we are comparing three or more things in a group, and we want to say that one of them is at the highest or lowest level compared to all the others. Now we use the word the before the adjective or adverb. The rules for forming the adjective or adverb are: if the word has one syllable, we add s. Example, tall becomes the tallest. If the word has two syllables ended in y, we change the y to is. Example, pretty becomes the prettiest. If the word has two or more syllables but doesn't end in y, or if the adverb ends in ly, we use the most in front of it. Example, gracefully becomes the most gracefully. So let's look at the example on the slide. The example is Greta is the tallest in her family, Yana is the prettiest of the three girls, Lorna the most intelligent student in the class, Andy runs the farthest of all students, Donnie speaks the most fluently in the class, Yana dances the most gracefully of all performers. So the sentence patterns are subject plus to be plus the plus adjective or as or most plus adjective or plus of or in plus noun. Subject plus verb plus the plus adverb or as or most plus adverb plus of or in plus noun. Okay, so to summarize what we have learned today, there are 3 degrees of comparisons. The first, positive degrees. When two things are equal, we use us and us. The second is comparative degree. When comparing two things, we use then or more than. And the third is superlative degree. When comparing three or more things, we use the as or the most. That is all from me. Thank you for your attention and happy learning.